Hello, my little Easter baskets. Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, my name's Megan, and this is my messy life. Uh, as you can see, things have devolved yet again here in the kitchen and the dining area, and we're going to take care of it. The floor is an absolute disaster because we have dogs and we have a backyard that has mud. Um, the kitchen countertop, there's really no excuse for that other than the fact that nobody else or myself has dealt with the dishes. And a random crock just hanging out over here by the stove in the oven. The remnants of lunch that I made, the stove is disgusting. Got some stuff going on in the crock pot. The coffee area is a mess, and just everything's a mess. Everything's a mess. Also, just so you know, we're going to deal with more than just the kitchen today. We are going to deal with the primary bathroom because that hasn't been dealt with in quite some time. And we're also going to vacuum because, yeah. Oh, also, I'm going to show you my vacuum trend that I saw. I feel like I saw it on a short or on Instagram or something where somebody's like, oh, yeah, you got to vacuum in slow motion. So stay tuned for that. We're going to vacuum in slow motion. And let me tell you, spoiler alert, because I hate to have to wait for to learn what the outcome of something is. So I'm just going to tell you up front. The slow vacuuming genuinely works. Genuinely works. Like I filled up we already fill up the vacuum container, like whatever, the catchment thing with dog hair. Like that fills up anyway because we've got 2 dogs and it's a mess and I only vacuum like once a week. But let me tell you, letting the vacuum sit in one spot slowly, like over time, just going real slow, it got a lot of hair, a lot of hair. So if you haven't tried that, I highly recommend it. You'll see later. But for now, you get to watch me deal with all the dishes again. Yay, dishes. The containers. Guys, the containers I love them. I cannot speak highly enough of them. I am a harsh critic when it comes to things. Like if I do not like something, I will let you know. But I really genuinely like those Snapware containers. They're the perfect size. Like there's a bunch of different sizes, but the ones that I've been using for lunches are a great size. The ones that we use to store like leftovers from dinner, also great. I really like all of them. I like them. So I may even be willing to give up some of the larger containers from my previous sets because honestly, I haven't used them at all in the last couple weeks. I've only been using the new ones. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe when I declutter a little bit more. Oh, also I was very excited and doing a dance because all the containers fit. All of those containers fit. I was very excited. In the past, when I had a bunch of mismatched random food storage containers, they did not always fit. And I used to have to like wrestle with them. Oh, if you hear weird things in the background, my dogs are here with me in the room. What else is going on? Oh, so update while you're just watching me do dishes, update on what is coming down the pipeline. Today, I'm recording this voiceover on a Wednesday. I have a phone call set up later today with Amber, who is a Dana K. White certified decluttering coach. I know in the past I was talking to another lovely lady who was going to help me out, but that fell through. Not through her fault. That was my fault. But now Amber has reached out. Amber is going to talk to me today, explain the process. We're going to kind of strategize a little bit, and then we're going to film. We're going to film me following her advice, her coaching, her method. She has said already that the way she does things is just slightly, ever so slightly different than how Dana K. White does things. So I will do my homework before I talk with her and make sure I understand exactly what that means. But the long and short of it is that I'm going to surrender. Gonna surrender myself and just let her guide me. And I think I'm gonna do it in the kitchen. I kind of want to do it in the basement, but I feel like the basement has stuff that I'm not willing to let go of yet. Like I like the stuff that's down there. Oh, I need to talk about ants. I was reminding myself. Uh, but yeah, so I think I'm going to have her do the kitchen. But if you guys want to vote, maybe I'll put a separate post out later where you can vote. But I will also let you tell me in the comments here, like, would you like to see me work with a decluttering coach in the kitchen or in the basement? I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say, but I feel like I'm very focused on the kitchen right now because that is sort of the linchpin in my chaos, right? Like when the kitchen is chaos, I feel like my whole world is chaos in the home. Like if you follow Beth at Feral Chadwife, she thinks that her linchpin in her house is her laundry room, or at least that was her working theory. I don't know if she still feels that way, but so she knows that like when the laundry room starts to fall apart, that's when everything goes haywire. But for me, it's definitely the kitchen and dining area. Like when this is chaotic, it's both a sign that my life is feeling chaotic, but it also means that life becomes more chaotic because this is chaotic, if that makes sense, right? It's like this vicious cycle. Oh, sorry. My husband was entertaining our daughter. And so you'll see me talking to him a little bit throughout this experience. So let me talk about the ants. If you have ADHD or if you are just generally like a forgetful person, I need to share with you my ADHD hack, which is not like, rocket science. I don't think it's revolutionary, but it definitely has improved my quality of life. So I'm going to share it with you. You should, I do, so I think everyone should, if you need to, put reminders in your phone. Like put things on your calendar and set a reminder. Oh, I was taking a side quest to to cut up some fruit. This is a weekend reset. I guess it's not just cleaning. I am side questing and cutting up fruit to prepare for the week. Oh, and there's a bug. Amazing. A stink bug. We'll take that outside in a minute. But anyway, so I set reminders for myself. And apparently last year, so 2025, apparently around April 1st, there was a massive ant problem in our house. And so this year, on April 1st, I got a reminder on my phone that I totally had forgotten about. And it was like, buy ant traps! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point on April 1st. And I was like, well, I don't see any ants right now, but past me must have known something that current me has forgotten. So I'm going to trust that past me was looking out for future me. And I'm going to just order the ant traps. And guess what, guys? I ordered the ant traps. I put them out before I saw any ants. And wouldn't you know, literally like a day or two later, there I started seeing a bunch of little mini ants. And then they disappeared again because I had the ant traps out. So I highly recommend setting yourself reminders like for things like that, because if not, I would have been behind the eight ball and we would have had a whole infestation already, because I do now remember that last year it was out of control. Like we had so many ants in the spring and it was awful. So word to the wise, set yourself a reminder. I guess I'm also doing lunch prep for myself. Yeah, good job, me. Yeah, I usually don't deal with making my lunches until the morning of, but then that makes the morning a lot more hectic. So yeah, I don't know. It was nice. I rarely do this, if I'm being honest with you, but I really appreciated it the next morning because I barely had to do anything. I prepped my lunch. I prepped, you're about to see me do the Easter eggs. This was Easter Sunday that I was doing this. So we had dyed some eggs earlier. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to peel those bad boys and put them in my husband's lunch. And then the next morning I was ready to rock. I didn't have to think about it. It was great. What else is going on, guys? Oh, the coffee. The coffee. We switched over to reusable K-cups. I think I mentioned that in a previous video, but we did switch over to the reusable K-cups, and I was resistant at first because I like the convenience of the K-cups because you just use them and throw them away, and it's great. But when the prices of my K-cups from Starbucks went up by $5 a box, I was like, I don't think so. Like, I'm not rich. So I gave it up. Oh, I was reminding myself. See, I set myself reminders even in my editing. I love it. I love it. Guys, I am winning. But anyway, the K-cups are great. The reusable ones are great. I don't mind cleaning them out. They're fantastic. And I save a bunch of money because the disposable K-cups are getting out of control. It was like $20 for a pack of, I don't know, like 20 of them, not even, maybe 18. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're getting new knives. That was the reminder. You guys, sometimes putting your life out there on the internet for all to see works to your advantage. And I'm going to tell you what, I've been getting a lot of emails lately for things that I actually want. When I first started this channel, I was getting a lot of offers to advertise things, but it was all things that I was like, nah, I don't really think so. Like, I wouldn't use that, or I don't need that. And so I didn't really accept. I don't even know. I think I've accepted a couple of offers. Like, I accepted a pair of walking shoes way back like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. And they ended up being super cheap, and I never talked about them because they weren't good. But now, since I've started my second channel, I've started getting offers for like some pretty good stuff. So I got an offer for a new knife set. So I'm going to get those in the mail pretty soon, and then I'll use them and I'll talk about them. But I'm really excited because the set that I got offered has really good reviews on Amazon. Like, it seems legit. And so I'm going to get a discount code for you guys. And if I like them, I will share it with you and share the discount code so you can get them for cheap. But yeah, that's been really exciting. The other cool thing I got for my weight loss channel, I don't know if you're familiar with Renpho, the scales, like the fitness products, like electronic products, but I myself have been using a Renpho scale, like just a plain Renpho scale to weigh myself every day. I've been using that for years, and it's been great. But they reached out to me and they offered me a body composition scanning scale for free. And I was like, heck yeah, I would love to know what my body fat percentage is versus my muscle mass, you know? So they sent me that, and that's been an interesting ride. I'm going to do a review of it on my other channel. Uh-oh. Oh boy, we're getting a delivery in real time here. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, and we're back. All right, so anyway, so the scale, yeah, if you want to see my review of that, I will share it on my other channel probably in the next week or so. But it's been kind of an up and down experience. So I'm trying to figure out how to talk about it in a kind way, because it's good. I like it. I appreciate it. But would I spend that amount of money on it? I don't know. So anyway, we'll see. That's kind of the risk you take when you accept free products to review. But I guess that's also the risk that the company takes, right? So I've been in contact with them to ask them how they want me to handle it. And they have not fully responded yet. So I'm waiting. But anyway, that's the life of an influencer, guys. Just getting all kinds of free crap. I could get so much more free crap if I wanted. But like I said, some of the stuff that I get offers for, it's just like, how, no, like what does this have to do with any of my content? Like, no. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Here you are seeing me tackle the dining table again. Oh, I was about to throw away the Easter grass, like the little confetti grass that you put in the Easter basket. I was about to get rid of it. And then I was like, no, Megan, you could save it for next Easter. How frugal of me, right? Save $2.50 next year. I'm sure Dana K. White would be mortified. Amber, when you help me, you can tell me if that was worth it or not to store that. But you know what? I'm storing the baskets anyway. Like, I'm storing the Easter basket, so I'm just going to plop it in there. It's not like it's taking up a ton of extra space. Oh, I'm showing you some of the stuff Amelia got for Easter. She got a bunch of stuff. Some of it from me and some of it from one of our relatives that we went to visit the other day. She made out like a bandit. She got a lot of good stuff. And my son basically just got candy because that's all he wants. Well, candy and money, of course. That's all teenagers want. And here I'm trying to separate the candy because some people in the house, like my daughter, only like fruity stuff, like marshmallows and fruity stuff. She does not like chocolate. So I was separating out the chocolate from the fruity stuff. But honestly, I should just throw it away. Like, I should just throw all of it away because no one in this house genuinely needs it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on a weight loss journey, so I don't need the candy. My son has plenty, so he doesn't need the extra candy. My daughter definitely doesn't need the candy because she was an absolute train wreck the other day when she ate a bunch of candy. Like, I'm somebody who doesn't really buy into the whole, like, oh, if you give your kids sugar, like, they're going to be a mess and they're going to be so hyper and they're going to be a disaster. I'm like, no, like, I don't know. She's fine. No, friends. The other day was a great example of it is true. The sugar was a mess. It was a mess. She was emotional. She was out of it. She was crying for no reason. She was running around with like one arm in her shirt for a while. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy town. So my husband's like, we just throw it away. Just throw the sugar away, all of the candy. So I haven't thrown it away yet, but I probably should. And I probably shouldn't buy any more. Oh, which brings me to, I am so embarrassed about my spending from last month, from March. I was going to make a separate video. In fact, I did. I recorded a whole separate video to talk about my spending in Mindful March. And Mindful March was a mess. So I'm not going to make a whole separate video. If you happen to be watching right now, then you are going to hear about how my spending went in March because I overspent by a lot. I screwed up. I was not mindful at all. And I also got some bills, like some medical bills and stuff that I had to take care of. And since I'm not using my credit cards anymore, I am having a very hard time adjusting to living within my actual means. I think I did not realize before how much margin I was giving myself when I was just using my credit cards like here and there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm somebody who used to use credit cards like, oh, I'll just put this Costco run on a credit card because I get the extra cash back. But then it's like, okay, well, if you don't pay that back immediately, then that just sits there on the credit card, and that's not good. So it would be stuff like that, or it'd be like, oh, I'm going to order some stuff from Amazon. I'll just put on the credit card and then I'll pay it back later. But then I wouldn't pay it back right away. Or I'm going to order some clothes for my daughter and I'll just put on the credit card and pay it back later. But the more that you do that, believe it or not, the more debt you accrue, and then the more false sense of security you have in your bank account. And so since I stopped using the credit cards, I did not put the brakes on my random spending nearly enough. Nearly enough. So I am still recovering from that, even though it is like the first or second week of April now. I'm still recovering. We are going to just keep moving on. Like April is a new day, new month. I'm going to keep not spending on my credit cards. Oh, look at that lovely stove, and look at these countertops. When I work with the decluttering person, we are going to address like what I keep on the countertops. Oh, and here are the junky drawers. Guys, these are the junk drawers that we are also going to address hardcore in the next video. I promise you, we are going to get to those drawers and some of the cabinets and some of the countertop clutter. Like, these are all things we're addressing. And yay, look at the table. Yay. Oh, look at those marks. I don't like those streaks, but that's okay. We're not perfectionists around here, clearly. Oh, and now I'm vacuuming because my gosh, there was so much dirt and just like random stuff from the yard that had come into the house. And crumbs and all that kind of stuff too, of course. And then after this, we're going to go into the bedroom. But anyway, Mindful March was a mess. It was not mindful. It was disastrous. I did not win. I did not succeed. 0 out of 10 stars for me with Mindful March. I mean, on the plus, right? I wasn't using my credit cards, so good job. But I still spent too much money. So then there was stress with the bank accounts. And then on top of all that, I got a couple of bills. Oh, you're going to see me do like the slow vacuuming in a second here. Although I'm still kind of sped up to like 2 times the speed. So it won't look as slow as it really was. Yes, here's the exact moment when I remembered that that's what I wanted to try. And keep in mind, this is 2 times speed, so it was even slower. But I was like, oh yeah, I remember that video I saw. So I tried it and I liked it and it worked really well. And it was actually very meditative. Like, it was very calming. Highly recommend. But yeah, so for March, like I said, didn't use the credit cards. Oh no, that's not where I was going with this. Sorry, I am easily distracted. I got some medical bills. I got some dental bills that came in. So I need to still pay those. And I had to buy another 3-month supply of my weight loss medication because there was like this big panic that the FDA was going to start cracking down on compounding pharmacies and that you weren't going to be able to get it for a reasonable price anymore. So there was a lot of like panic buying. So I, of course, jumped on the bandwagon and bought a 3-month supply. So that was another like, I don't know, $300. And then I also got some really bad news about my student loans, which isn't going to be the end of the world, probably, because my parents may be able to help me with it. But if they don't, holy Moses, it's going to be like a whole nother mortgage payment, basically, because I still owe $100,000 in student debt to the federal government. So that's terrifying. I haven't been paying anything on it for 6 years legally because during COVID, the government was like, hey guys, like, we recognize that this is a super stressful time. And a lot of people are out of work and stuff. So like, you don't have to worry about it. Don't pay it. You're not accruing interest. Like, just relax, enjoy your life. And I was like, cool. And then I was like, yes, this was a great method. And then after COVID was over, or whatever is the case, then this current administration that's in the White House right now was like, oh, we don't believe in student loan forgiveness or whatever. So everyone stop doing what you're doing. We're taking this to court. So then my loans were tied up in court, like with everyone else's, not just me. And so there was a freeze on having to make payments for that reason. So literally for 6 years, I have made 0 payments on my loan because I didn't have to. But now the chickens are coming home to roost, guys. Chickens are coming home to roost, and decisions have been made in the courts. And long story short, my monthly payment is going to come out to anywhere from like $800 to $1,200 a month on the loans. So that's cool. That's great. It's good. And that's going to be for like 25 years. Yeah, so there's that. So, yep. I don't even really know what to say about that, except I really pray and hope that my family is able to support me with that because I genuinely don't know what would happen if I was truly responsible for that amount of money every month. I cannot imagine. So wish me luck. Everybody cross your fingers for that. And that's how that's going. So so I had frugal February. I didn't do anything with my money in January. That was just a loss. But I had frugal February. I had mindful March, which was just a mess March. And April, I think, is just going to be April. Sorry if you had me in your headphones. I apologize, but that it's R, like a pirate, ARRGH, ARG, April, because who knows what's going to happen in April. But I start my accountability group today, so I'm really excited about that. I'm going to talk to my participants because I'm going to have a goal too. My goal is to be financially responsible. So maybe it won't be ARG April. Maybe it'll be like amazing April. It'll be super successful, amazing April. Who knows? But we will see. I'm going to try my best because I'm tired of feeling, how do I feel with money, guys? Not great. Like I've just never been disciplined with it. I just haven't. But I want to be because I'm tired of feeling like an out of control person. Like I'm tired of feeling scared of money. I'm tired of feeling embarrassed about money. I'm tired of feeling like just the emotional roller coaster that comes with, having success and then having failures. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's just an emotional, like I said, an emotional roller coaster. So we're going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. I am determined to get my life together financially in the next couple of years because I just don't want to keep living this way. And, my family over the last couple of generations has done a really good job. Like my grandfather did an amazing job coming from nothing to having a really good estate by the end of his life in Southern California. He had some rental properties. He had a home. I mean, these are not small feats in Southern California near the beach. And then my dad and my mom were able to take what they inherited and continue to grow it, right? They didn't just maintain it, they grew it even more. And so I don't want to be the generation that messes it up. Like I think there's some anecdotal, saying that like the third generation always screws it up. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the generation that just squanders it all and like screws it up. I want my kids and their kids and their kids, like I want the generations that come after me to be financially secure and to feel like they don't have to struggle, you know? So that's my reasoning. That's my goal. I just want to be a responsible grown up one day, guys. I'm 42. I just I want to figure life out and not mess it up. Oh, my daughter here was getting very frustrated with me because she wanted to help clean, but I didn't want to give her like the bleach wipes, you know, or the Lysol wipes because she's little and I didn't want her to get it on her hands. But she was like, well, why not? Like, I want to do it too. And I was like, well, you can have a baby wipe and you can help. And she did. She was happy with that. But then when I told her that I needed her to kind of move out of the space so that she didn't get the chemicals on her, she was not happy with me. And I think in this moment that you were seeing, I was probably listening to her not be happy, but I was just trying to finish. All right. Well, I feel like we've covered a lot of ground here, guys. I feel like we only have a couple minutes left. Covered a lot of ground. Talked about keeping things tidy. Talked about the weekend reset for the new week. Just getting things a little bit more organized and tidy before I get into some deeper decluttering. And it looks great. I was very happy with it. And we talked about my financial fun. That was great. I'm glad I didn't have to make a separate video about it because it's so embarrassing, you guys. It's so embarrassing. But it's the truth. It's real life. I'm just a human trying to figure life out just like everybody else. You know? I'm also very proud of myself. I'm showing you this because I am proud of myself. Like, I feel like I have made a lot of improvements over the last few years. Like, our bathroom is pretty well organized. I feel like things are where they should be. I feel like my closet is pretty well organized. I hang up my clothes. I keep things in drawers. Like, growing up, I used to keep things on the floor and in baskets. So I am capable of making progress. It's just taken me a little time. So stay tuned for the journey. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I promise some more intense decluttering next time. And in the coming weeks, we will see how I do with the help of a coach. So I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.